Hey, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I wanted to share with you a simple way that I use to do the tassels on my garments, to do the commanded Tzitzit or Tzitziot. Now, this method does not reflect the various traditions on the subject. For example, the Orthodox traditions regarding numbers of strands and all of that, or traditions that Messianics or Karaites follow regarding exact number and type of knots and that sort of thing. Instead, what I am seeking to do is seeking to see what the actual text of the command says and do it accordingly. Now, if you've seen my previous video, which I recommend checking out if you haven't already, I talk about how the tassels command is commonly interpreted to just be referring to wearing tassels. So it's kind of been reinterpreted, reworded in our minds to be that we're supposed to wear the tzitzit kind of thing. But that's not what the text says, as I described. The text actually tells us to have them done on our garments and to do them on our covering, which we cover in it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do in this video actually making the tassels on a shirt, on a garment. Now, I want to point out that we're going to be using store-bought blue for the techelet, or the blue as it's commonly translated. From my understanding, I do not interpret that as being a specific dye. From my understanding of the Hebrew and also the wording in the Septuagint in the Greek, I do not understand it as a specific dye from a specific source. Instead, I understand it as referring to a type of dyed good. Also, there will be a second video for you to check out afterward. I wanted to keep this one concise and just talk about the step-by-step of how to do it. In the second video, I'll explain some of the reasons why I do things and some variations you might want to do. So now, let's talk about easy, DIY, simple tassels that we can do on our garments. You'll need a pair of scissors. You will need some yarn darners or other large-eyed needles. You will need embroidery floss, including blue and other colors of your choice. And optionally, you may want some superglue. Step 1, choose your locations. Some garments come to 4 distinct points, like this one. Others, you'll be working with 4 sections of fabric around the perimeter. Step 2, prepare your floss and needle. On this garment, I've chosen to use 3 threads. You may choose to use blue and any number of other additional threads. Have at least 2 total. Step 3, insert the needle from the outside and pull the floss through. Now you should have on the inside the loose floss ends. Step 4, insert the needle from the inside and pull the floss through. Space it just slightly from our initial entry point. Step 5, cut the floss. Make sure you leave it longer than you intend your final tassel length to be. This will make it easier to work with and easier to knot. Step 6, tie the knots. Take each side of the floss with each hand and cross them with the right side on top. Then knot it. Now we'll be doing the same thing with the left side on top. Cross them with the left side on top and knot it. It's important that we alternate like this. Now take all of the strands together and roll them, twist them together. Now make a loop and then knot through the loop. Try to pull the knot down toward the fabric as you do this. Step 7, trim to the desired length. Step 8, repeat until you get the desired number of tassels. Repeat until you get 4 with the blue. Step 9, apply super glue to the knot. This is an optional step and is most useful when dealing with very small tassels to keep them from coming undone in the wash. If you use the super glue, you may want to do it outside to avoid the fumes. Now we're done. We have permanently attached tassels on this garment. We did the tassels on our garment using a simple, easy to do method that anyone can do. Very easy, very simple, very quick. So as you can see, this is a very easy way to do the tassels. It's a simple method that is accessible to almost everyone. You don't have to go on the internet and spend 20 bucks to get a set of tassels or something like that. You don't have to be using safety pins or special methods and all of that. With minimal investment, this way you can do them on your garments, and you can do them on just about any type of garment using this method. So I think it's a good, simple, and accessible way for people to use. If you found this video helpful, or if you think it could be beneficial to someone else, feel free to like it and to share it. And make sure that if you haven't already, to subscribe so we can stay in touch, and so that you'll be informed about new discussions and new videos regarding Torah issues. So thanks for watching. Remember the commands. Peace.